Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Season 7 awards ceremony. I'm Willie Austin with the Dead by Daylight League, and tonight we recognize the best of us. Over 110 players across 12 teams came to participate in Season 7. We kicked off the season with a bang, and for some teams, it ended that way. For others, it ended with a whimper. DBDLeague features the best players on the best teams around the world. Naturally, over the last 3 months, we've seen some of the best matches and the best plays in Dead by Daylight. This is the first award ceremony in competitive Dead by Daylight history, as far as I could find. As with most of the changes this season, I wanted to try something for the benefit of the players. I believe there's no better way to do that than to directly recognize the players' skills and efforts throughout the season. That is the goal tonight. I cannot stress enough that these players are the best players in the world. Their skills can sometimes go unnoticed, especially if they aren't particularly flashy players. By recognizing these players with awards, their talents will hopefully become more widely known. Without further ado, let's get started with the awards. The first two awards are the regular season winners and the Season 7 champions. There was no vote needed, just 3 months of hard work, 10 wins, and only 1 loss. After adding Season 7 playoffs and Season 7 to their timeless tournament win streak, this team's dominance is unending. I'm sure we all know what team I'm talking about, so let's congratulate Team Eternal on winning the season and being crowned the Season 7 champions. Unfortunately, they are busy playing in another event. I mean, you can't really blame them. Best team in the world, so they're obviously going to be busy winning more events. So unfortunately, they could not be here to receive this award. Their players may be in and out. I'm not sure. I actually got a ping just before we started, so who knows? They might show up to accept, some of their players might show up to accept some of their other awards, but for now, they aren't here to accept this award. So we're going to move on to the next one. Playoffs are still fresh in our minds, so it only makes sense that the next award be the Playoff MVP award. This award goes to the most valuable player during the playoffs, not just the grand finals, but the entirety of the playoffs tournament. Presenting this award is none other than the awesome Aussie himself, Spokerman.
G'day guys, Spokerman here, and it's an absolute honor to be here for the award ceremony for Season 7 of DBDLeague. Now, this award was a close decision, to say the very least. A perfect tie, actually. This survivor helps carry the team to victory. The crown of champions only adds to his namesake. Please give me a hand in congratulating Royalty on being your Season 7 Playoffs MVP. Now, unfortunately, Royalty couldn't be here to accept the award, but regardless, it's a phenomenal effort to be our MVP of the Season 7 playoffs. So, a round of applause for Royalty, and I'm going to pass it back over to Will for the next award.
Thank you, Spoker. Next up, we have the Rookie of the Year award. This award goes to the best rookie of Season 7. It's important to note that we are defining a rookie as a player who has not played in previous seasons of DBDLeague. With that out of the way, it's time to introduce the presenter for this award. It's the voice of competitive Dead by Daylight himself, the man, the myth, the legend. It's your boy Q.
Hey, what it do? What it do? As you said, it's your boy Q, but it's not about me, man. Let's go ahead and get down and do what it do. This was another really close award. For this player, their skill on both the killer and the survivor side was really a big reason for their team's success. I mean, people loved comparing his name to his namesake, even comparing it to like semi-truck. So please join me in congratulating Season 7 Rookie of the Year Hitboxes. Absolutely phenomenal play that we've been able to see from them this year. I mean, just like Will had said, first time in season in the best of the best, really just kind of putting it down week after week. It was amazing to watch. Now, after congratulating our rookie of the year here, we do still have some more awards to give out though.
Thank you, Q. Before we get on to the season MVP, we want to recognize the other skilled players who participated in Season 7. This brings us to the next sets of awards, the Fog's Favored Awards. These awards are meant to recognize the skilled survivors and killers in the league. There are 6 awards for each role, with the Playoffs MVP and Rookie of the Year, and Season MVP each earning one automatically. So let's get started with the Killer Awards. Go.
The first Fog's Favorite Award is going to go to a player who almost carried his team to a championship. This player has shown a lot of skill on both sides, but we want to recognize him for his ability to play basically every killer there is. So congratulations to Wizzle for being one of our Fog's favored killers. I'm going to hand it back over to Will to hand out the next Fog Favored Award. Thank you again, Will.
Thank you, Spoker. Now, I've got our next Fog's favored killer, and this player here, this is a player that we've seen playing under a new name this season, and this player has demonstrated the same skills that we've really all come to expect from them. So the recipient of this award is none other than Neverhad. Now, Neverhad, unfortunately, is not here to be able to receive the award, so we're just going to go ahead and hand things right on back to Spoker for the next award.
The next recipient has played as hard as they could, despite some difficult matches this season. This player is one of the most recognizable Russian killers, known for his prowess on M1 killers. Please congratulate Volga as our next Fog-favored killer. Unfortunately, Volga couldn't be here to claim this award, so I'm going to hand it back over to your boy Q for the last killer in the Fog's favored killers.
That's right. Now, we do have one more killer to bring into the ranks of the Fog's favor. Now, this next player's nurse really should be feared. Really, honestly, it's a work of art. Now, also hailing from the Season 7 runner-ups Team Trauma, please help me join in congratulating the Fallen Art. And he is going to be, they are going to be our last Fog's favored killer here. So with that, we're actually halfway through our awards ceremony. So we're actually going to go ahead and take a very quick break. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Season 7 Awards ceremony. If you're just joining us, this event is all about recognizing our top players. We're halfway through the awards, so let's get started with more. The next set of awards we have is the Fog's Favored Survivor Awards, and just like with the Killer variant, this award is all about recognizing skilled survivors who have played this season. Getting back into it, Spoker has the first award in the set. Go.
Thank you, Will. Getting into the first award in this set, this player was more of a recent addition, debuting in Week 4 of the league. Every flashlight save from then on has been attributed to this player, regardless of whether it was him or if he was even playing. Please give a warm round of applause for everyone's favorite Bubba main, Mathis. Welcome, Mathis, and congratulations on being the first person to receive the Fog's Favored Survivor Award.
Oh, hell yeah. Very well deserved for the 2 games that I played, but I'm actually just getting this Fog's Favored for my casting performance, of course.
Well, look, let's not overstep ourselves here, Mathis, all right? We're both brilliant casters, and we have shared some lovely time on the desk, but we want to recognize your amazing performances on Survivor throughout the league. Even if it was only 2 games, every flashlight save will be in your honor.
You know, I was actually very close to saying or yelling Mathis with the flashlight save in grand finals when Royalty got the flashlight save on Whistle, but I was able to restrain myself and not trying to sound egotistical in the grand finals. So, but after Daya kept saying it over and over, I was very tempted.
You should have, mate. Honestly, just for the record, you should have. But once
Good
again,
point.
congrats on the award, mate. It's awesome to be able to give it to you. And I'm going to hand it over to your boy Q for the next Fog's Favored Survivor Award.
Now, our next survivor here that has received the Fog's favor is a survivor that honestly isn't really known usually for their survivor gameplay, but they are known to be a force in the Fog. They've been playing here in the DBD League for over 3 years. This is a criminal Adam that absolutely stole our hearts as well as the championship. I mean, honestly, a fierce competitor, and not only just a fierce competitor, honestly, a truly genuine dude that I'm happy to call a friend. Congratulations to Nightlight for being Fog's favored survivor. And Spoker does actually have our next survivor. So let's go ahead and pass the mic on over to him.
Our next recipient is one of the flashier survivors we've had this season. This survivor's so good in chase, it eventually became the strategy for this player to run at the killer to force a chase. The survivor is known for big loops and even bigger spins. Please join me in welcoming Slow Gallio into the ranks of Fog's favored survivor.
Go.
So, Gallio, congratulations on receiving the next Fog's favored survivor award. How does it feel to be the Don't Chase Slow Gallio tech?
Oh, well, I've heard some other people different about that, but I feel very honored to be here in this VC and accepting this award.
Oh, it's awesome to have you here to accept it. Your actions have not gone unnoticed, and I'm sure everyone will agree with me when I say that. So we still have a few more survivors to recognize. So big congrats again to Slow, and I'm going to hand it back over to Q for the next one.
Now, the next Fog's favored survivor is definitely a fan favorite, though maybe a little subtle in skill. There is no doubt that they are definitely one of the best to do it. They're a survivor that was on Eternal back during Season 6, finally winning the championship here in DBD League Season 7. Go ahead and give it up for Dan for me in the chat. And now Spoker has our last recipient of this award. Again, congratulations to Dan. Spoker, take it away.
Our last Fog's favored survivor is a player who is often overshadowed by the rest of the talent on his team. This player is a leader in the team that helped guide them through the playoffs. Congratulations to Hardwell on being our last Fog's favored survivor.
Go.
Welcome, Hardwell, and congratulations on being our last Fog's favored survivor.
It was a bit unexpected, but thanks to everyone who voted for me. I really appreciate it, and DBD competitive community, you are the best.
Thank you, mate. We really appreciate it. All right. Well, congratulations again to Hardwell. But that's going to be all for the Fog's Favored Awards for today. But we still have a couple of more big awards to hand out to. So I'm going to give it back over to Will, and he's going to run you through it.
Now that we've recognized all the top players in the league in their respective roles, it's time to recognize the best player of Season 7. The Season MVP award goes to the most valuable, or simply put, the best player during the regular season. I will let Q do the honors. Take it away.
Thank you, Will. Now, this player, you had mentioned, we've talked about before, this is the best of the best when it comes to here in Season 7 DBD League. So when we talk about for MVP, this has to be a player that's not just good, not just great. They are known as the Monster, and they've led their team to victory this season. So I think, it's not only somebody who's good on the killer side, not just good on the survivor side. You can trust them to carry no matter what needs to be done. I think we all know the player that I'm talking about at this point. It's one of the names that y'all have been waiting to hear all day long. Please help me out in the chat. Make sure that we're giving it up for Zaka for your Season 7 MVP. Honestly, the level of play and consistency from Zaka this season has been absolutely insane. So again, big congratulations to Zaka as well as the rest of our guys from Eternal. I know that they're currently competing elsewhere. Can't blame them. Got to make sure they're holding down that title of the best. But we do have one more award to give away for this season. And honestly, it's only fitting that Will's the one to give it to you. That does mean it's the end for me. So until I catch y'all back for another time around here on the DBD League, don't forget, with everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard and love hard. All right, y'all, take it away, Will.
Thank you, Q. The last award of the night is the Willie Awesome Award. It's a bit different from the other awards in that it is the only award that explicitly does not recognize skill. It is the only award that has nothing to do with skill. The Willie Awesome Award recognizes one player who, through positivity, sportsmanship, and friendliness, is helping make the community better. Before I get into who won the award, I want to take a moment to explain why I wanted to have this award and why it's so important to me. The Dead by Daylight competitive community, from my perspective, has gotten worse over the years. I've seen friends cancel each other over small fights. I've seen rampant toxicity pointed in every direction for every little thing. I've seen bitter, unhealthy rivalries form because of egos getting out of control. I'm sure some of you have seen this happen as well. That's why, instead of focusing on the negativity in the community, I wanted to focus on those shining a light on the community and making it better for everyone. I hope that players will see this award, this honor, and strive to be the best player they can outside of the game, just like they strive to be the best in-game. With all that out of the way, it's time for someone to receive this very special award. This player has been working on introducing new players to comp and making them better. He has been staffing tournaments across the internet for over a year. This player has built up his own community and has used it to help the wider community on a scale previously unseen. The vote was close, but I think we all know who I'm talking about. Please congratulate Direwolf for earning this year's Willie Awesome Award. Unfortunately, Dyer could not be here to receive this award. Nonetheless, I'm sure he'll see this, so I want to add a personal note. Dyer, thank you so much for all the help over the past year, not just on the staff team, but also in keeping the comp community thriving. Without you, I can't imagine what DBD comp would look like today. I know you will continue working hard to improve the community for the months and years to come. Thank you for making DBDLeague and the community as a whole better. That is all for the DBDLeague Season 7 awards ceremony, but don't go anywhere. I have an important announcement to make regarding the future of DBDLeague. I want to once again congratulate all the players who won an award. I also want to thank every player on every team who came out to play this season and for giving us what should be our best season to date. Finally, I want to thank Spoker and Q for volunteering their time to present awards. And make sure you use !casters in the chat to see where you can find them.